Plans to head out this evening. You want to keep an eye on the 21Alive First Alert weather app and use the radar feature to track the storms coming in, because we're seeing them approach Indiana right now. And these thunderstorms, at least one or two of them, could be on the strong to severe side. And that's why we've issued a First Alert weather day for this evening. Primary timing looks like it's going to be this evening into around the midnight hour, with the strongest of storms being to the north and west of Fort Wayne. And that's where the National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm watch. That goes until 9 p.m. This includes counties like Steuben, LaGrange, Noble, DeKalb, down into Whitley, Kosciuszko, and Wabash County. This does not include Fort Wayne. Does that mean Fort Wayne won't see a severe thunderstorm? No. It's just more likely that it's going to happen off to our west. And we can see even further evidence of that. A level 2 of 5 risk for severe storms for places primarily off to the west of Fort Wayne. And that's still even on the lower end of the scale. The greatest threat for severe storms in our region is actually out in Illinois, Iowa, and Missouri. They're under a level 3 of 5 risk for some thunderstorms. We can see those thunderstorms generating right now ahead of this cold front, starting to move through Chicago into northwest Indiana. And there's even a severe thunderstorm warning in southern central Michigan. And this line will slowly creep our way over the next few hours. But there's some good news in this. In our area, northeast Indiana, northwest Ohio, we don't have a lot of storm energy to work with. We don't have a lot of moisture in the atmosphere right now. So while we might see some stuff bubble up this evening, you're going to notice really quickly all of this high storm energy dissipate as the system moves to the east and we start to reach sunset. So that's the good news. The further and further east that line progresses, it looks like it's going to weaken. Here's what Future Track shows through the rest of the evening and your Friday. We're seeing those thunderstorms push in to Kosciuszko into LaGrange and Noble County by about 6, 7 o'clock, and then here in Fort Wayne by about 8:30. But you can see the strongest of it off to the west of Fort Wayne at that time, with our friends over in Paulding and Van Wert just dealing with a few rain showers. So like I mentioned, that line moves east. It does start to weaken. Then by midnight, we'll see a few more thunderstorms spring up, but we'll be done with that by the time we reach the morning hours. And much of your Friday is going to be dry, and it's going to be mostly sunny as well. Now, any thunderstorms that do turn severe, the primary concern for us is going to be strong damaging winds with wind gusts upwards of 60 miles per hour. This could bring down a tree limb or two, but this is going to be very isolated in nature. Hail, isolated flooding, even a lesser threat, still possible. And same case for tornadoes, although the risk for tornado is very low with this system. And just keep in mind that usually when we see this type of system, it's primarily going to be strong winds that we are concerned with. When they are in a line that's moving towards us, we're mostly concerned with strong winds. We see cooler weather to end the week and then start the weekend. Low 80s for the highs. Then your Father's Day, 91 degrees. And then we kick off a streak of mid-90s. Monday, a high of 96, 94 on Tuesday, 95 on Wednesday, mid-90s on Thursday. And you see, at least Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, an isolated thunderstorm chance. That's due to the heat of the day. But the reason why we've issued first alert weather days for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday is because of the heat. We're talking about heat indices, those feels like temperatures climbing near the 100-degree mark. And the fact that it's so early on in the year, or at least in the summer, I should say, people might not be expecting it. So we're trying to give them enough advance notice to say, hey, once we're through the storms this evening, you want to start thinking about how you can protect yourself from the heat.
Yeah, people don't realize how dangerous it can become very quickly.
It is the number one weather-related killer in the United States, heat is.
Interesting. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Caleb. For up to